All right. What noise? Okay, I think we're ready. Good morning. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the daily eCom planning session. Today's topic is drop shipping. So, my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey, helping people to get organized, get focused, get consistent in their business. And if that's you, you'll be given the opportunity to schedule a free 20-minute coaching session. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get into, just before we get into today's topic, I do want to invite you all to go and download the daily ecom planning checklist. We're live on Clubhouse. We're also live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. So you can download the daily ecom planning checklist by going over to the e-commerce planning Facebook group, clicking on the menu item files, and then in the files section, download the daily, the weekly, and the monthly planning checklist so you can use that to help you on your e-commerce journey. So download that, and we'll be using the daily ecom planning checklist to go over after we go through after we talk about drop shipping. So let's get into it. All right. So drop shipping. Oh, this is not right. The description here says print on demand. So if you're seeing that, the description is not right. But in any case, so drop shipping is finding a product that is on, finding a wholesale or supplier that has products that they will ship automatically to your customer for you. That is what drop shipping is. And so they automatically fulfill it, which is fantastic. And you don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to do anything for it. You just need to make sure that that particular supplier has the product that you are wanting to list and sell, and that they can ship it to your customer for you. There's most cases integrations. In some cases, you can manually go in and have that order that product and have it shipped to the customer for you. But again, it is a supplier that is willing to ship the product directly to a customer for you. Therefore, you don't have to do the work. So, yeah, the screen is wrong. In any case, what can you sell during drop shipping? You can pretty much sell anything that a vendor or supplier has that can be shipped. But I do recommend that if you're going to do drop shipping, focus on a niche or a couple of niches or a niche area. So an example might be some people, they ship large things. Like maybe you're going to ship a baby bed set, a bedroom set. So we could start with shipping the individual pieces like the baby bed, the dresser, the nightstand, I forget what it's called, the little dresser thing that holds all the baby diapers and everything like that, or the changing table. Or you can sell the entire set. So finding a supplier that can ship that, and or anything that's related to baby stuff that can go in a room. Maybe you have a diaper hanging thing that you want to ship as part of that, or maybe there's a rocking chair. It might be part of that, or it may be sold separately. So if you want to focus on a niche of things that might go in a baby room, the linens, the baby bumper, all of that stuff, that might be a great niche. So that's a specific niche that I described that you could use to be able to, drop ship those items. So which platforms can you do drop shipping on? I will tell you, depending on how your business is structured and set up, you can do drop shipping on almost all of the platforms. There may be some guidelines or restrictions that you need to be mindful of or aware of, or things that you have to do. Like if you're going to drop ship, like on Amazon, you need to make sure that you're drop shipping as your company, so that when your customer receives it, it is your company name. It's not some generic whatever. And you can't drop ship like from Walmart or Costco or Sam's or whatever overstock. It needs to have your company name. So you need to know what the guidelines are for the platforms that you are selling on. There are some limited drop shipping, like on Etsy. The drop shipping form that they prefer or recommend is going to be more like um, print on demand products, which is another form of drop shipping. So again, You just need to know what the platform requirements are if you want to decide to do drop shipping. How many hours can you choose? You can work as few or as many hours as you want to. The great thing about drop shipping is you're not handling any inventory, so you can work as few or as many hours as you want to. What is the investment? So drop shipping, there is a little bit more of an investment depending on what it is that you're selling, because in most cases, the item that you're going to be selling as a drop shipper is the price on it may be a little bit higher for some of the drop shipping items. Not all drop shipping items, the price is higher, but you do need to have cash flow. You got to have cash flow to be able to ship the item to your customer. And so you're going to have to pay for that transaction before you get your money back in some cases, or you need to have some upfront cash to start with, so that way when you get your first sale and before your money, maybe there's a holding period, or maybe the money's not instantly available to you, depending on the platform you're selling on and the method, a source that you're using. And so if those funds are immediately released, then you can use that money immediately to purchase the item with and keep the difference. But if that money is not immediately released, then you need to have the funds to be able to buy the item, ship it to the customer, and then get your money, again, depending on the platform and what their guidelines are. So you need to understand the cash flow for the platform in which you're selling on. And in some cases, like if you're going to set up your own website to do drop shipping on, then you're going to have, of course, website expenses and your own marketing that you're going to have to use to drive traffic to your products. So you want to be mindful of that. How much can you make? Well, that's going to depend. You can make anywhere from 100 to 5,000. I mean, I know I use the number 5,000 for all of the series, but you make $5,000-$10,000. You need to know what your true profit is from that. So you're gonna have to know what your margins are in order to be able to figure that out. The next is, what knowledge or skills do you need to have in order to do drop shipping? Well, you need to have product and niche research experience and knowledge. You need to have the ability to create good listings. Good listings includes the title and the description along with the images, but within good listings is all of the SEO, the keywords that are tied to that. So you need to be able to do some good keyword research and SEO, use SEO tactics to create that listing. You need to be able to analyze data and analyze stats. You also need to be patient. Your item that you may be selling, like I use baby furniture as an example. People are going to buy it when they need it. And so, again, the sales for it may not be as quick as something like food, because of the fact that people buy it when they need it. So whatever it is, you just have to have the patience to work through, and wait for those sales to happen. But you need to do what you can to drive traffic. So that's the other knowledge or experience you may need to have, depending on which platform you're selling on. On some platforms, whatever you're selling, you're going to automatically get some organic traffic because of the fact that you're on the platform. In others, if you're creating your own website, then you're going to need to drive your own traffic. That's going to be your call. You're going to have to do that work. And so again, it goes back to the cash flow that you're going to need, or the how much does it cost to invest in this method of e-commerce. The pros of drop shipping is that you don't have any inventory. You have automatic fulfillment. You have no warehouse costs. So it's not like if you're selling on Walmart or Amazon where you have to, well, you don't have to, you can ship it yourself. But if you're going to use their fulfillment services, then you're going to have warehouse costs and things like that. And you can pretty much work from anywhere. I will say, even with the other methods of e-commerce, like print on demand, you can work from anywhere. Online arbitrage, retail arbitrage. I know people that are on the road, nomads, that actually do retail arbitrage. So you can pretty much work from anywhere. And so the great thing about drop shipping is that, again, in a lot of cases, it may be bigger items that you might be selling because you're looking for those higher profit margins. And so you can work from anywhere. The cons is the competition. You need to be prepared for the competition. You need to be able to have legit and reliable suppliers. Sometimes your suppliers or your source that you think is legit may or may not be legit, and you also need to ensure the quality of the products that you're planning on drop shipping. In addition to that, supply chain. You don't always have control over the supply chain, how much of a specific item a supplier has, and so having a backup supplier, and then when they run out, just you run into those challenges, so you have to be prepared for those things. Fulfillment times. A lot of the suppliers that are legit, that have been around for a while, you have pretty stable fulfillment times. But for some that may not been around as long, or you're not really sure, oh, it's coming from their warehouse in Spain. Like, wait a minute, I did not realize that. So things that you have to be prepared for is the fulfillment times may fluctuate from time to time, and your margins might not be as high as you would like for them to be. So finding, if you sell like high ticket drop shipping items, you can potentially have great margins. But the other thing about the high ticket is that you probably, in some of those cases, that high ticket item might be heavy, and so you might have the shipping cost that might eat up your profit margin. So again, that's where you're going to have to do the analysis to look at the data and be able to manage and know how much money you're going to potentially really net for this product that you're drop shipping. So I apologize for the description that's at the top on what is dropshipping, because that's clearly not it. But the rest of it is all legit. So I hope that that's helpful for you. I hope that you will tune in to the next one in the series as we talk about whether or not a method of e-commerce is right for you or not. And, hopefully you'll take this information and use it to make a decision on what you're going to do in 2023, because we're still early in 2023. It's February. So you have plenty of time to make a decision. Please share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the daily ecom planning sessions again. And again, what is drop shipping? It is finding an item on a website with a supplier that you can list on a platform, and that can automatically be fulfilled for you by that supplier. So that's the great thing about drop shipping. So I'll fix the description later. So with that, we do invite you to turn up the dial on your business and get laser focused by grabbing the eCom Planner. The 2023 eCom Planner is available to you. You can go to myecomplanner.com right now to grab the 2023 e-commerce planner. It's the ultimate e-commerce planner. It was created for sellers by sellers. So grab the 2023 eCom Planner today to help you to get organized, get focused, and get consistent in your business. In addition to that, you can schedule a free 20-minute coaching session by going to ecommsellers.com, clicking on free resources, and scheduling a free 20-minute coaching session. When you go to eCom Sellers, you can scroll to the bottom of the free resources section to schedule your free 20-minute coaching session. In addition to that, you're invited to join eCom Sellers Academy. If you feel like you need some support on your e-commerce journey, we're definitely happy to help you on that journey. So you can go to ecommsellersacademy.com right now to join. It's terribly affordable. It's $17.99 a month. You can sign up for the lifetime and get a free e-commerce planner. So go to ecommsellersacademy.com right now to sign up so you can get some support on your journey. So now we're ready to go through the daily ecom planning checklist. If you didn't go download the checklist, go download it now over in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. Just go to the file section and download it. Afterwards, if you want to continue the conversation, if you want to do an accountability check-in, if you want to chat about your business or any other method of e-commerce or any platform, you can definitely join us on Clubhouse. We're in the eCom Sellers Club. So join the eCom Sellers Club so that you can join the conversation and click on today's session. So with that, let's go through the daily ecom planning checklist, shall we? All right. So there's 3 things that we recommend that you do every single day in your e-commerce business to help you to get focused and to be consistent. Because whatever you do on a daily basis contributes to your weekly success. What you do on a weekly basis contributes to your monthly success. What you do on a monthly basis contributes to your quarterly success. And what you do on a quarterly basis contributes to your yearly success. So everything that you do every single day matters if you want to grow or scale your business, or again, it also applies to your life. There are aspects of your life that this can affect or impact as well. So the things that you do the night before, what we recommend is that there are 3 things. We're going to do the night before, the morning of, and a little bit of advanced planning. So the night before, what we recommend is that you go through and review or assess your day. How did your day go? How did things go? What did you get done? What did you not get done? What do you need to carry forward to tomorrow? What progress did you make? So we don't beat ourselves up over progress that we didn't make, and we celebrate the success that we did have by going through and, again, just kind of reviewing or assessing or rating our day. The next thing is the night before, we're going to go through and we're going to update our daily tracking stats. So your daily tracking stats are around um, your activities that you do on a daily basis that are income producing activities. So whatever those activities are, we have a list inside the e-commerce planner. You may be tracking your own stats, but again, things like listings, how many hours worked, what were your expenses, what were your profits, what were your sales, how many orders did you fulfill, what was your mileage, all of that kind of stuff, so that you are actually tracking the things that matter when it comes to your business and your life, and hopefully making progress towards those things. The next is we're going to go through and we're going to review our online calendar. Our online calendar is, our work calendar, our personal calendar, our business calendar. Let's go through and review that, so we're not surprised about what's going on, what's happening in our life and in our business. And we're using that information to be mentally prepared for tomorrow and whatever else is coming up in the week, so we're not thrown off for the week. So having a look at that online calendar will help you to be more proactive versus reactive to what's coming up on your calendar and what's happening in your life. The next is to build your schedule for tomorrow. Now, if you didn't build one in the weekly planning session, then this is your opportunity to build a schedule for tomorrow, or build a checklist for tomorrow, or write out some goals for tomorrow. Writing out goals may make sense for you instead of building a schedule, or writing out your plans may make sense. If you're already organized, you're pretty much on top of everything, you're very consistent, and you have an established routine that you stick to 95% of the time. If you're that person that already has an established routine that you're pretty good at following, well, not pretty good, you're really good at following, not pretty good, that you're really, really good at following, and that you're very consistent about, then you don't have to really build out a detailed schedule for tomorrow. But if you're a person where time gets away from you, you're really not that organized, you can't figure out what you did in the day, you don't know where you spent or wasted your time for the day, you spend a lot of time doing things that don't contribute to your success and don't contribute to your daily progress or growth, you just, like, time gets away from you, then you probably need to write out a detailed schedule. So you decide where you fit, and you have to be honest with yourself. And writing out a detailed schedule can actually be a blessing to you over time. Initially, you're going to fight it, I'm just going to tell you. But over time, with consistency, you'll get better at it every single day. So I would encourage you to build out a schedule for tomorrow, so that way you're ready to rock and roll tomorrow. You know what you're going to do. You know what's on the agenda, so that way you're planning for your future success. So don't just include the stuff for your business, include the stuff for your life, because, again, all of that stuff matters. Now, the morning of, what are we going to do? We're going to review, reassess yesterday. We're going to go through and just make sure we didn't miss anything. We're going to fill in the holes where we do have blanks, so that way we are making progress on our growth and understanding how to build a better schedule in the future. And we're including things that maybe we never really noticed a pattern. So you might, as you go through this and flip through your ecom planner, you may discover, you know what, every Monday, I'm always doing this other thing. So this other thing is really jacking up my schedule every Monday. I never really noticed that. I wasn't paying attention to it because I wasn't writing it down. Now that I'm writing it down, maybe I need to do something about this thing, whatever this thing happens to be for you. If you think about it, when you're going through a weight loss program, you have a fitness trainer who is telling you to track things and write down what you ate and what you did today. What movement did you do today? Because they want to see where you're potentially going wrong, or where things are not always working out for you in your best interest. Same thing that if you're trying to regain control of your finances, again, you're writing out where you spent money, so that way you can regain control of where you're wasting money. That's the same concept with your time. That's why we go back and we review it and reassess it so we can learn from it and we can try and either break patterns that we weren't aware of consciously, or that we areas where we need to improve or put solutions in place so they don't become a problem in the future. Okay. So that's why we do that. In addition to that, step 2 is that we're going to go through and we're going to review our weekly priorities and our weekly habits. It's the end of the week. So how did we do so far? We still have Saturday. So how are we doing towards the priorities? Are we getting the priorities done for this week that we established? And look at your monthly plan. So what did you have on the agenda for the first full week in February? What were the things that you needed to accomplish? You may have put, I need to order my inventory for Mother's Day. Did you get that done this week? If not, you probably want to put that on the agenda for today. Or create send in my Easter bundles. Okay, so that may be the thing that you need to do today. So you need to figure out what you had on your monthly agenda. Then we're going to review or rewrite today's schedule that we wrote last night. We're going to make updates to it if we need to, based on the things that we kind of reviewed on our weekly priorities and our monthly plan. In addition to that, we're going to make sure we identify the main thing. If nothing else goes right today, what is the one thing I got to get done no matter what? And we're going to go through and just kind of make sure that we included as much of things that are happening in our personal life as much as our business. Because again, God gives us 24 hours in the day, and of those 24 hours, we're probably sleeping 6 to 8 of those hours. So what are you doing with the other 16? So your goal is to do a better job of accounting where you're spending or wasting time. And this schedule can help you do that unless you're already extremely organized. So you're going to read it, and if you need to rewrite it, you're going to rewrite it. We're going to speak it into existence. So we're ready to rock and roll. We're going to put our train onto the tracks. We're going to get on top of our horse, and we're ready to take on the day. Okay. Number 5 is that we're going to write tomorrow's schedule out, just a draft of it. And we're going to also do the same thing for Sunday, even though Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday and probably not doing much on Sunday. But anyway, that might actually be a great day to go shopping because people are not in the stores. Just saying. If you're doing retail arbitrage or you're doing thrifting, like, people won't be in the stores. You will literally be able to get your pick of stuff. And don't forget, President's Day is coming up. So sorry, just kind of throw that in there. Now, the last thing is to think about things that are going to disrupt, interrupt, or jack up your routine in any kind of way. What are those things that are going to impact your ability to maintain your momentum or to sustain your momentum? Okay. So we want to go through and we're going to look at those things. It could be something minor, like I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and so therefore I need to move everything I had in the morning to the afternoon. And your goal long term is to make sure you don't have your doctor's appointments in the morning. That's the reality. But sometimes we don't have any control over that. So you just need to be prepared for that part. If it's something that is bigger, where it's going to take a full day or a couple of days, then again, you want to put together a game plan so you can still maintain and sustain your momentum. Because again, at the beginning of the year, people start off strong and they fizzle out, and you want to start off strong and stay strong. You want to finish strong. So your goal is to start the process and keep going. So I hope this information is helpful. I hope that you use this to help you along your journey. My name is Nicole Whitlock, and my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey, helping them to truly get organized, get focused, get consistent in their business. So if that's you, I just want you to know I'm here for you. If you want to chat about it, you can schedule that free 20-minute coaching session. We can sit down and talk about your business. In addition to that, I do want to invite you to grab the e-commerce planner. It is really the guidebook for helping you to really be focused and consistent in your business. I want to be honest about that. It is truly a guidebook and an accountability book. That's really what it is. It is your own personal accountability and productivity book. So I would just want to encourage you to go get your own personal accountability and productivity book so that you can be accountable to yourself, to really know where you're working in your business, and if you're really working in your business, or if this is really a business that is truly a hobby. So grab the e-commerce planner. And if you need some support on your journey, definitely join eCom Sellers Academy. You'll gain access to over 200 training videos. You'll get a live, you'll be able to participate in the live training and live Q&A sessions. And in addition to that, you'll be able to get lists to help you to be able to connect with wholesale suppliers and also go find products to buy this weekend. So we are live still on Clubhouse. I'm going to say that if you want to continue the conversation, go to Clubhouse now. Otherwise, I hope that you all have an amazingly blessed, extremely focused, and highly profitable day. And we are going to say goodbye for now. We can continue the conversation on Clubhouse if you want.